Hello, I'm here to walk you through what information you can find in your course syllabus. Some of the information in a syllabus may not feel relevant to you right now, but it's good to know where to find this information if and when you need it. So let's begin. You can navigate to your syllabus from the sidebar here in Canvas. Once you get there, you'll see some basic information, the course name, term dates, how to reach your instructor, and the number of credits. This is a 2-credit course that I have pulled up on the screen here right now. Plan to spend 18 to 20 hours a week on your coursework for this class. Next, we see the description and outcomes for the course. Often as we're chugging along doing our coursework, we lose track of the big picture. These can remind you of what you're learning in this course and why. The following few policies I'll highlight are things we all need to know at some point. At Unity, these policies are consistent across the majority of our courses to help avoid confusion. In the grading policy here, you'll see that we have information about the late policy deductions and what happens if you submit late work. Please also note that no late work is accepted after the end of the term unless you already have an incomplete in place. Sometimes life happens and unexpected situations come up. When situations that are unexpected, out of your control, and pose barriers to you being able to complete your work on time arise, these are called extenuating circumstances. When these come up, contact your instructor right away to see about an extension on deadlines and for making a plan to get back on track. Next up, we see the grading scale. When you view your grades in Canvas, you might see a percent, and this scale will help you better understand that in letter grades. You can see a student grade percentage listed here, and if you wanted to know 81.82% in terms of grades, you can look at this list here and see that that would fall into the B- category. If your course requires a textbook, you'll see that listed below the grading scale. Even if there's no textbook, your learning materials for each week will be listed in the course modules over here on the left. In the section labeled Communication, there's important information about what you can expect if you contact your instructor. Instructors should respond to your emails within 24 hours. Please be sure to use the Canvas inbox function to contact your instructor. Also remember, if you wait until the night before your assignments are due to start them, and if you have any questions, you're not likely to hear back from your instructor before your work is due. Be sure to start your work early so you have time to reach out and get a response from your instructor if you have any questions. There's a section here on discussion expectations. Discussion boards are often structured very similarly in Unity DE courses. In general, you'll have to make your own post in response to a discussion board prompt by 3 a.m. Eastern Time on a Thursday morning and respond to classmates' posts by 3 a.m. on Monday morning. This structure allows us to have asynchronous discussions even though we know that we all have busy schedules, and some of us are working in different time zones. The discussion board assignments have rubrics just like any other assignment that is graded. To see that, there are instructions here about how to view that rubric. Also be sure to read and review the digital citizenship expectations. Discussion boards in your courses are not like external blog posts or other internet open forums. Your posts should always be professional and respectful and centered around course topics. Students who require learning accommodations can find information about that process here. Your instructor cannot offer you an alternative assignment without an approved accommodation plan in place, so reach out and get that process started so that we can help remove any potential barriers to your success. The next section on the Unity Honor Code is lengthy. This is one of the most common pitfalls for our students in their college careers. Learning how to properly paraphrase and cite where your information comes from. Many times students accidentally plagiarize, but it is your responsibility to make sure you understand how to properly attribute the ideas and work of others. Please read this carefully and reach out to your instructor if you have any questions about how this policy applies in your current course. How to review your Turnitin feedback is also listed in this section. Somewhat related are our guidelines for using generative artificial intelligence, or Gen AI, in our courses. Unity embraces the appropriate use of these tools to help you learn how to apply them in your future careers. But you must follow the policies outlined here about how and when to use the tools and how to be transparent about it so that you don't inadvertently plagiarize. Take time to read the policy linked here and reach out to your instructor if you have any questions about how it applies in your current course. Tucked in between two legal disclaimers here about copyright and fair practices in our courses, you'll find information about how to contact the Unity Help Desk. This is for IT support if you're having tech issues. Next, we'll see there's a preview for the Week 1 learning materials. All of your courses will have this sort of preview, but you're more likely to want to navigate to your coursework from the course homepage or from the Modules tab. Lastly, the course summary. This is a list of the assignments and due dates for the entire course. You'll see when each task is due for the course so that you can budget your time accordingly. Most courses have work due on Thursdays and Mondays at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. Most courses also have multiple assignments due on those days. Now, you're always welcome to complete some tasks a little earlier in the week if you've got other obligations on your schedule. However, asynchronous courses are not the same as self-paced courses. You're not likely to pass the class if you wait until the end of the term to submit multiple assignments, and you're similarly not likely to be able to be successful if you try to complete all the tasks right away, because you need to plan time for interacting with your classmates on discussion boards and responding to instructor feedback on graded tasks. But this summary can help you start to plan and budget your time to be successful. If there's other information you're looking for that you don't see in the syllabus, reach out to your instructor with questions. We're here to help.